in this new era.
Staying in the east of the motherland, the Global Gender Summit is a platform where diverse champions of gender equality come together in discussions on how to empower women and girls and to amplify their voices in the society in efforts to promote gender equality. The summit is taking place in Africa for the first time in Kigali, Rwanda, under the theme Unpacking Constraints to Gender Equality. Our Rwandan-based correspondent Adrian Koi with the details.
Under the theme Unpacking Constraints to Gender Equality, the Global Gender Summit has had its opening ceremony right here in Kigali, Rwanda. This is the very first time that this particular summit is taking place in an African country. This biannual summit, attended by over 2,000 people, including the President of Rwanda, the President of Ethiopia, and a dozen other representatives of different heads of states, is focused on balancing the systems to accord women and girls equal opportunities and privileges as men and boys by increasing women and girls' participation and making sure their voices are heard. According to research, women are responsible for 60% of work done. They earn 10% of the general 100 and own only 1% of general property. In Africa, 70% of women are excluded from financial access. Research also shows that if women were not excluded as they are, the global GDP would be up by $160 trillion, and that if women are empowered and heard, the current GDP would grow by 26% by the year 2025. Giving her speech, the First Lady of Kenya highlighted some of Kenya's efforts in empowering women and girls.
We envisage a country where every woman and girl enjoys gender equality, a country where all legal, social, and economic barriers are removed. The national policy for the elimination of obstetric fistula launched in 2018, and most recently, the national policy for the eradication of female genital mutilation by 2022, launched by the President of Kenya on November 8th, are a demonstration of Kenya's commitment to this effort.
The First Lady of Rwanda, Jeannette Kagame, then said that it is upon everyone to make equality possible.
It calls for each of us to play our role. To women and girls, we must organize and be each other's keepers. For the youth, you must be proactive in taking your lives in your own hands and calling out inequality wherever it is perceived. You have what it takes to thrive in this fast-changing world. And to partners and stakeholders, we must be innovative and relentless in our commitment to invest and level the field for all, especially women and girls.
The President of Ethiopia, who is also the only female president in Africa, charged the females to quit talking and take progressive action instead.
There is no restricted area for women nowadays. We can work anywhere in what could contribute to the society. But above all, really women will have to contribute to the fact that we have now, it's the time to move from rhetorics to action, from words to deeds.
The President of the Africa Development Bank mentioned in his speech why women are the best people to invest in.
We must focus on how to fast-track economic, social, and political opportunities for women and girls. A smarter world must invest in women and girls. Let's be smart. Let's be wise. Women are the best investments any society can make. Women pay back on their loans an overwhelming 90%. Smart banks will lend to women. Yet there exists globally close to $1.5 trillion financing gap for women-led small and medium-sized enterprises.
President Paul Kagame then discouraged aimless activism.
I think we must give a good and real meaning to the activism. Activism is not just making noise and yes, and being excited. And I think activism is also about management of the expectation.
Another issue addressed is stopping child marriages. The move to achieve gender equality is estimated to be complete in 200 years. Of course, the summit continues with facts being presented in order for lasting solutions to be discussed.